Very, very happy to introduce Sriram Natarajan. He's a real machine learning person, and by that I mean his background has been what he sort of studied with the royal team of machine learning. Tom Dietrich at Oregon State, Prasad Napoli at Oregon State, and now with as a postdoc with Jude Shadlick in Wisconsin, and David Page in biostatistics with Wisconsin. This is a real machine learning person, unlike me, who sort of plays one on TV. It's really wonderful to see someone who has the strong grounding in all of these techniques through years of, a lot of excellent published research. But the other thing that's really neat about Sriram is that he's very interdisciplinary, and he applies machine learning to all kinds of problems. And that's why I think it would be really terrific if he were to come here, because this is an environment in which lots and lots of people all over campus, as well as in computer science, have a real need for some serious machine learning research. So I'm super happy you're here. I'm very excited about hearing your talk. I'm going to ask you to talk for about 50 minutes to leave time for questions.
Okay.
As I told you, it's a really tough crowd, so I'd be worried if I were you. But thank you. Thank you for visiting and welcome.
Thanks. So thank you for the kind introduction. And so as he mentioned, I finished my PhD at Oregon State, and I am a postdoc at Wisconsin-Madison for the past couple of years, maybe a little more. But so in this talk, I'm going to talk about statistical relational learning. I've tried to organize the talk at a fairly high level. So if you have some details that you feel is missing in the talk, please feel free to interrupt at any point. So I'm hoping that at the end of the talk, the takeaway message would be that I'm interested in learning from rich, highly structured data, and that this requires a lot of efficient methods. And that is the goal. The goal is to kind of say that it's important to learn from highly structured data, and learning from highly structured data is naturally harder. And so we might need some efficient inference methods. I'll explain what inference is in a bit, but this is the takeaway message. So traditionally in machine learning, we have what are called as attributes or features. So here, let's say the goal is to predict alarm, whether alarm is sounding based on burglary, earthquake, and then there are two neighbors, John and Mary, whether they call. So a traditional machine learning problem is posed in the following way. You have these attributes, which are burglary, earthquake, alarm, Mary calls, and John calls, and then you have the table associated with the attributes, which is what is called as data. So the data, for simplicity, think of them being as 1 and 0s, and here B refers to burglary, E is for earthquake, alarm, Mary, and John calling. And 1 indicates that this particular thing is true, a 0 indicates that it takes the value false. So here the first row says burglary has happened, alarm has sounded, Mary has called, while the other two have not happened. And